Kramer for three. Got it! Unbelievable! Puts it up and in.
Five teams racing to become champions of the water.
This is the future of racing.
They are going to collide, surely. He's flying. What a race we've got here.
Ronaldo. Oh, genius!
Van Persie with an absolute stunner. Yeah! Oh my word!
Rosso per Zidane.
Another absolute screamer, and still Lamine! Genius from Lamine Yamal.
Harry Kane!
One of the most exhilarating down-to-the-wire championship fights we have seen.
The world's greatest drivers gather.
Oh, right on the door handles.
What a spectacle! Kick on the way! There is nothing like the Super Bowl. Let's make history! This is sensational! The genius of modern boxing!
Saturday Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
Legendary flavours from legendary games are now at McDonald's. Crispy golden black pepper and garlic McNuggets and dragon breath dip have landed. The main mission can wait. Take a side mission to McDonald's.
What's he got saying? Turn around. Or join them.
One time, stray dog.
You've got the instincts. Now, get the training.
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q.
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
The countdown is well and truly on, and we're live from London to begin the build-up to one of the most anticipated fights of the year, Moses Itauma against Filip Hrgovic.
Good morning. DAZN have announced that boxer Moses Itauma could make history
As the youngest British heavyweight champion ever.
Are you ready to die?
Ready to make history,
sunshine.
And hold it there. Perfect. For the poster.
So you're better than Tyson, are you? Ladies and gentlemen, for the IBF World Heavyweight Championship, live on DAZN.
August 29th will be the start of something special.
You ready?
Witness history. August 29th, Moses versus Hrgovic for the heavyweight world title. Live exclusively on DAZN Saturday Fight Night.
And ahead of that history-making occasion, we kick things off with the press conference live from Studio 338 here in the heart of the capital. So without further ado, it's over to our Master of Ceremonies, Thomas Treiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final press conference for World Championship Boxing this Saturday at the O2 Arena in London, England. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, along with their great sponsors, Mr. Q Casino, That Prize Guy, FlexiMize Business Loans, Global Next Trade, and Riyadh Season. A big thanks to those great sponsors. Well, a few reminders, ladies and gentlemen. Only a limited amount of tickets still remain and are available via AXS.com. And don't forget, you can watch this historic event live, worldwide, exclusively on DAZN, buy now at DAZN.com. Let's now welcome our press conference participants already seated. Manager of Filip Hrgovic, Mr. Keith Connolly. Manager of Moses Itauma, Mr. Francis Warren. The Vice President of Marketing at DAZN, Mr. Alfie Sharman. And the CEO of Queensberry, Mr. George Warren. Ladies and gentlemen, our highly anticipated main event Saturday will be 2 men, 2 nations, 2 dreams, and 1 championship. It's 12 rounds scheduled for the vacant IBF Heavyweight Championship of the World. Let's now welcome the fighters. Coming to us from Zagreb, Croatia, this battle-tested heavyweight had an outstanding amateur career, becoming a 2016 Olympic bronze medalist, and now as a professional. 20 wins, just 1 defeat. 15 of his 20 wins come by way of knockout. Ranked number 4 by the IBF this Saturday, he attempts to become the first heavyweight world champion from Croatia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Filip El Animal Hrgovic. And now we welcome from Chatham, Kent, England, a stellar amateur, now undefeated as a professional. 14 wins, 12 of his 14 wins come by way of knockout. Ranked number 3 by the IBF, this Saturday he attempts to become the 2nd youngest heavyweight world champion in boxing history alongside Mike Tyson. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the fearless, explosive, and undefeated heavyweight sensation, Moses Itauma. And now we hand things over to your host. He is the voice of boxing, Mr. Adam Smith.
Thank you, Thomas. Excitement in the air. Wonderful introductions. Can't wait to hear your dulcet tones in those fabulous moments pre the main event. Crackling cauldron of the O2 this Saturday, brought to you by Queensbury, live on the global home of boxing, DAZN, one of the most highly anticipated heavyweight showdowns of recent times. Is this the arrival, the launch into real stardom for the dazzling, sweet-skilled, fast and heavy-handed southpaw puncher Moses Itauma, who, after just 31 rounds, could become the second youngest heavyweight champion in the history of our wonderful sport? Or will his perfect 14-0 record be blown apart by one of the most experienced, established and huge hitters in Filip El Animal Hrgovic, who seems mentally and looks physically in the shape of his life? He tells us he'll become the first ever world heavyweight champion from Croatia, their king. We're witnessing history in the division we love, the blue-ribboned division. Brought to you, as I said, by Queensbury. So, a quick opening from their CEO, George Warren. Not only was it a great fight, a great event to end the summer, but now, with world heavyweight title honours on the line, it's magnificent, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you, Adam. And thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you to the fans that have bought tickets, and thank you for the fans that are going to buy this on DAZN. You're going to witness history. You're going to see a special, special fight between, for me, two of the most outstanding active heavyweights in the world. And for me, what's exciting about this is they are both so confident and convinced they're going to win, which means that we know we're going to see great action, competitiveness. I think we're going to see an ebb and flow fight. And boxing at the moment in this country is just on an absolute high. It seems month after month, big event after big event, and we go again at the O2 Arena. We're going to have a sold-out crowd there on Saturday night. And this is either going to be the beginning of one of the most exciting journeys in British boxing, world boxing, or Filip is going to do what he told me he is destined himself to do and become a heavyweight champion. I am so forever grateful for what these guys do, the dedication that they have for boxing, the time and effort they put in the gym to entertain us. And as I say, Saturday night, I believe we're going to be entertained again. We're going to see another Fight of the Year contender and a crowning moment. And one of these guys is going to go on to have an incredible 2027.
Well said, George. Let's get straight to Moses. It has been some rise for you, and in recent weeks being sort of blown up on social media, seen pictures on buses, your team above there on the balcony. High expectations, high pressure now, something that you thrive on even at the tender age of 21. Has anything been unsettling you in this build-up, or has it been more focused and more engaged than ever?
Well, thank you everyone for coming out. I want to first address that I'm not trying to become the second youngest heavyweight champion in the world. I'm trying to beat Filip Hrgovic and become a heavyweight champion. Second of all, listen, this fight is what I wanted. I've asked Queensbury for so long. I think it's a style matchup that I reckon I can thrive on. The pressure I can thrive on. Now it's just waiting to fight that.
How are you feeling this time around as opposed to before Dillian White or before Jermaine Franklin? Obviously the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Your toughest test to date, undoubtedly, in the quality of Filip Hrgovic. What's it been like in the last few weeks?
I'm not really obviously the world title is an achievement and an accolade. That's a +1, but my sole focus is Hrgovic. I don't, if I ain't gonna beat Hrgovic, it doesn't matter about the world title, it doesn't matter about the noise, it doesn't matter nothing. So my job is to just be victorious fighting that.
be victorious fight night. Obviously, the long camp with Ben and Barry and Lee and everyone up there. Has it gone perfectly? Have you had the right sparring? Are you as good as you can possibly be ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, man. I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't, but yeah, man, it's as good as it can be. Yeah, man, I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't know what else to say.
You're ready to rock and roll. Has Filip been getting under your skin a little bit with some of the things he's been saying?
No, man. At the end of the day, talk is cheap. He's just got, schoolboy banter. And that's it, man. You got to keep rolling.
We love a bit of schoolboy banter. Filip Hrgovic, we've heard plenty from you in this build-up. You've been very entertaining. You also look in terrific shape, having been in Big Bear with Abel Sanchez. Are you in the condition of your life at 34?
Yeah, hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. And, yeah, I'm feeling great. Finally, it's my best training camp in last 6 years. Last 6 years, I always had some trouble going on, or some pain, or some injury, or illness, or some personal problems, or some business problems. Every time was some mess before the fight, and now, thanks to my Lord Jesus, I had great training camp. He put everything in place for me. He connected me with great people. My coach, Abel Sanchez, my manager, Kit Connolly, and everything was perfect, So I had good sparring, good recovery, good. I had everything what I haven't had like previous camps. So yeah, I'm feeling good.
Do you agree with Moses that it's just schoolboy banter in the build-up, and now with 48, 50 hours to go, it's about the serious business of winning a fight, and for you to become a heavyweight champion after everything you've given the sport?
Sorry, what was the question?
The question was the banter with Moses. Is that all just part of it, part of the games of the build-up, and now it's about serious business? Or is that a psychological edge that you're trying to get over on him?
No, man, I'm just telling you facts. I'm not playing any games. I just tell you what I think in the moment. Like I said, I'm not so smart to play these mind games. And I just tell you what I think, I think he's a kid, he's not mature enough. I think I'm the man. I'm in much better age, much more experience, and yeah, that's it. No mind games.
No mind games, just physical victory for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, God willing, I'll beat him. I'll smash the kid on Saturday. I'll send him back to high school.
Smashing the kid, sending him back to high school. I'm sending it out to the media out there who has some questions for our panelists. I'm sure there are many about how this fight can be won and lost.
Charlotte Daly for the Daily Mail, one for Moses. I'm not sure if you've seen, but Naseem Hamed has been kind of doing some media in the build-up to this fight. And he said yesterday that he thinks that you're better than he ever was. And if you continue on the trajectory you're on, that you'll be the all-time best. When you hear someone like him say that, what does it make you think, and how do you appreciate those comments?
It's a nice gesture. When your talent is being recognized, obviously it's good, but when I hear things like that, it's just, I kind of have to put it back in my mind. I don't want to get too big-headed. Obviously, I've got a task. The job's not done. I've only turned professional 3 years ago, so I've got such a long way in the sport of boxing, and I kind of have to push it to one side. But of course, I appreciate all-time great like Naseem Hamed.
When I Asking Naz what advice he would give you, he said that visualization was a huge thing, that you need to visualize standing at the end with your hand raised in the belt. Have you done a lot of visualization, and how has that looked for you, if so?
Have I done visualization? No, I wouldn't say so. I guess shadow boxing is visualization for, like, to a certain extent, so yeah.
Hello. I would like to ask one question in Croatian, and then I will repeat it in English.
We all speak English, man. You can ask in English.
You don't want to answer in Croatian?
No.
Okay, no worries.
Because no one would understand. I don't see a point.
But maybe Croatian media.
Maybe in Indian.
All right. Okay. Let's try in English. So you fought 5 English guys before in your professional career, but for the first time you're gonna fight an Englishman in London. Does it make it any difference? Is this the biggest stage? Clearly it's your biggest fight. Does it all seem like super big, bigger than any other match?
Yeah, it's the biggest fight of my life, man. We are headlining O2 in London. It's probably the biggest fight of the year in heavyweight division. And it's a great fight, and it's, yeah, definitely the biggest fight. You know, I fought in London many times, first time 2012. And, you know, I fought many times in UK. And yeah, this is definitely my biggest fight.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks to you, man.
Amy Khan with Seconds Out. 2 questions for Filip Hrgovic. Filip, given the skills of Moses Itauma and the fact that he's a southpaw heavyweight, there aren't too many of those around, how difficult has it been to draw in the right sparring, the correct sparring for this fight with Moses this weekend?
Sparring partners?
Yeah.
I had good sparring partners. It's not the, you know, easiest thing in the world when you're fighting southpaw to find, you know, southpaw sparring partners. It's not easy. It's easier when you're fighting orthodox, but I had good sparring partners. I had also, you know, big, strong guys. I had the small cruiserweights who are, you know, very fast. So I done everything, you know, what I should do, and I feel great.
In some of your recent fights, you've had to deal with cuts bothering you through the fight and coming through those. One of them was the fight was stopped against Daniel Dubois because of cuts. How much of a worry is that going into this fight with Moses?
I'm not worried about anything. I just believe in God's plan, you know, and that's it. I just believe. I went through a lot in my life, and I just believe God has a plan for my life and for his life, and this is the moment for me to shine. I had a lot of troubles, like I said, in previous camps, in previous fights. I went through a lot in all my career, all my life, and I just believe, you know, this is my time. So I'm not worried about anything. Everything in God's hands.
It's Tris Dixon over here for George. George, in just 14 fights, what do you think it is about Moses that's captured the imagination?
I think, to be honest, Tris, I think it's a combination of different things, but you have to start with the talent. We all recognise talent. We've all been in this sport for a long time, and, you know, Filip's even spoken about it. Moses has raw talent that you don't come across that often in any sport. And when we see it, you know, with a personality, with someone that can, you know, also, I think, resonate with fans, because there's no, you know, we don't send Moses out to be a certain way or to tell him how to behave. This is who he is. This is his personality. He takes it in his stride. He wants to get there quickly. And, you know, as he said right at the beginning of this was the fight that he wanted. And it was up to us to try and deliver it. It was also a fight that Filip accepted. You know, time's going to tell if we've all got the timing right. But as I said, you know, Saturday night we'll see a great fight. But look, for me, we know that winners go on immediately and have great opportunity straight away, but we can also remind ourselves we've seen multiple different heavyweight championship fights, different even weight division championship fights happen recently, involving guys that have been in great fights that have lost. It's not the end of the world for the loser. Both of these guys feel that they're destined for great things. I think they both can probably feature and deliver world championships at one point in their career, but both think it's their time on Saturday night.
Thanks very much. Some really great questions. Really enjoyed listening to the answers. Let's bring in my brilliant colleague, Alfie Sharman, whose team have been busy around the world. Lots of moves, I'm sure, for the global home of boxing. It's a crunch night on Saturday, Alfie. Why is it so important that we are witnessing history, I guess both as fans and inside DAZN HQ?
Hi, everyone. I mean, it's very simple. This is a moment. It's a moment in boxing. Everyone in this room, enjoy reminiscing about moments and great moments in our history of the sport. We're in one now. This Saturday, we will see history made either on one side, Filip Hrgovic, the first Croatian heavyweight champion of all time. He's a very, very game opponent. I think, as you can see from his media, his demeanour, he's probably the only person in the world not remotely intimidated or even impressed by Moses Itauma. And on the other hand, you have Moses Itauma, who, you know, despite his focus, and I understand where his and his team's head's at, the fact is he could become the youngest British heavyweight champion of all time. Either way, on Saturday night, there will be a new generation for world boxing. We called this campaign Witness History for a good reason, and now we're only 48 hours away from seeing it.
Huge promoters around the world, like Queensberry, of course, now under the umbrella, the DAZN umbrella. Just give us a taste of what's been going on sort of behind the scenes, I guess, to ensure that boxing fans get the ultimate access, the ultimate experience with DAZN.
Well, yeah, I suppose, you know, to laser in on a point there around accessibility, I mean, DAZN's vision is always to bring people together and to collaborate. We believe that when people play nice, some very good things can happen. We've obviously worked over the last 5 years to bring the elite promoters together. This year we finished the set with PBC and Top Rank. We're already seeing the fruits of that labour with top promoters facing off against each other, which candidly in the past would not have happened. You know, there's still work that goes in, but we've demonstrated this year that people coming together can really help our schedule. You mentioned Ultimate there, our Ultimate plan this year, which we launched at the start of the year to include a minimum of 12 pay-per-views. We've already delivered that as of now. We're only in August. We have Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia next week in the UK and Ireland, which is part of the Ultimate plan, which will take us above that 12. So we're really proud to be delivering value. Me and my team, the way that we market boxing, I'm very proud to say that from Penzance to Inverness, you will see Moses versus Hrgovic in advertising. Frankly, no one else does that. That's our commitment to the sport of boxing. We believe sport is for everyone. Boxing is no different. We're trying to create a new generation of boxing fans, and you know, the numbers that we're delivering demonstrate that we're achieving that. Lastly, what I will say is obviously there's a lot of noise in the press from two very big names in world boxing, and understandably so, given their achievements, given their personalities and what they've given to the sport. But what I will say, make no mistake, in the shadows there is a next generation of heavyweight boxing around the corner. We believe that takes the shape of Moses Itauma, so I encourage everyone this weekend to witness history on DAZN.
Witnessing history on DAZN. DAZN also working with other partners. You mentioned Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn in a couple of weeks. We look forward to that, don't we, Keith Connolly down the far end of the table. But for you, it's all about London. It's all about your man, Filip Hrgovic. We saw you a few weeks ago. You're extremely confident that it's the right fight at the right time for El Animal. Anything in the last few weeks that's made you even more thinking that he wins and wins the world heavyweight title on Saturday night?
Filip's in the best headspace I've ever seen him in. He had a great camp, no injuries. His body looks different. His mind frame is different. You know, he's going around publicly saying he's going to throw Moses back to high school, smash his face in. He's saying that privately as well. He truly believes it. I think this is a perfect storm of events to upset what everybody wants, Moses to win the heavyweight title. Filip is experienced. He's a great fighter. He throws more punches than any heavyweight out there. And as I said a couple of months ago in the initial press conference, this is going to be Hagler-Hearns type fight. I really see a knockout in the first 3 to 5 rounds. And I think Filip's going to go out there and be very offensive and overwhelm Moses. And I do think Moses is everything everybody says he is. He's a great fighter, super talented. He will be heavyweight champion of the world. He's just not going to be heavyweight champion of the world this Saturday.
11 wins in 2 for Moses, 11 wins within 3 for Filip. You're predicting a sort of modern-day heavyweight Hagler-Hearns, that exciting for 9 or so minutes.
Yes, I mean, there's nobody that I've talked to in boxing that doesn't think that this fight will be exciting. It's a can't miss. It's impossible for it not to be all action. You have Filip that throws 1,000 punches around. You have an explosive young dynamo in Moses Itauma. It's just going to be an instant classic. Joshua Fury is the biggest heavyweight fight of the year, but Hrgovic versus Moses Itauma is the best heavyweight fight of the year.
And you're absolutely convinced that Filip Hrgovic will become the heavyweight champion of the world after all his promise over the years, this is the time to deliver?
Absolutely convinced. Filip Hrgovic will knock out Moses Itauma this Saturday, and we're going to have a new heavyweight champion. He's from Croatia.
I love these build-ups because I'm going to Francis Warren now. So your man's going to get knocked out. All the talk of him becoming a generational grade and along the lines of the superstars we've talked about over the years. You obviously don't think that's going to happen. How proud are you of the way Moses is dealing with all of this, and how nervous or excited are you ahead of Saturday?
First of all, very, very proud of the man to my left who, you know, Filip called him a kid. I met him when he was a kid, and he's always been a very big kid, and he's developed into a phenomenal young man. He's a pleasure to be around. He conducts himself impeccably, and he works so hard at him. It's beyond belief, and it's not just working on the boxing side of things. He works on his you know, how to behave and as I said, how to conduct himself out of the ring, and it's just a pleasure to have seen him develop into such a phenomenal young man. That's got a huge amount to do with his family, all the guys up there, and you know, who look after him day in, day out, and obviously the training side of things in the Ben Davidson Academy. I think he's got a fantastic team around him that you know, have helped him, you know, go from strength to strength. But most importantly, this is all down to this young man and how he conducts himself. From the boxing side of things on Saturday, you know what I'm going to say. I've got every confidence in him that he's going to go and do the business and become heavyweight world champion. But as Moses quite rightly said, the most important thing is the win and the accolades that will follow. You know, it's the IBF world title, but the most important thing is to focus on the win. And you know, obviously it's the best man win, but I do feel like Moses is the best man for Saturday night.
One more for you. Moses has been talking about Filip Hrgovic as an opponent for a while.
Me.
You have too. Yeah, go on, Filip. Sorry.
I have one question. I'm confused. He said that Moses is in the best shape ever, and Moses said that he's not in such a great shape, that he's like in decent shape.
I said he's in fantastic shape.
But he thinks that it's enough for me. That's what Moses said, and you said opposite, so I'm confused. Is that like already some excuses from Moses or what, in case he loses? I'm just confused. I just want an explanation.
As you were saying?
Because I told you I'm not so smart.
Maybe it's a miscommunication.
I'm not so smart. You must explain me. I don't understand.
Maybe it's miscommunication in the language, Filip, maybe. I'm not sure.
What? I don't understand. No.
There you go. That's the problem.
Francis, what's important to me here is that Filip Hrgovic has been talked about for a long time from you guys, from the whole camp. Now it's actually happening a couple of days away, and the big man is there, and they're saying that he's going to win. They say that he's in the best shape ever. Is there anything changing in your mind, or you're just convinced this is the right fight and this is the launch pad towards Moses becoming a generational great?
Boxing, everything's about timing, and this is the right fight at the right time. And I think probably less.
It's the right time for us.
All right, Keith. But you know, the right time, right fight at the right time for Moses Itauma to go show the world what he's always known he's capable of doing, and that's to become world champion of the world and go on to the first step of the ladder to go and become a generational great of the sport.
Keith says it's Hagler-Hearns. What's your answer to that? He says he wins, no doubt. Hrgovic.
I've got no doubt Moses wins, and and from a personal point of view, I think Moses stops Filip.
Okay, let's bring Moses back in. Obviously, you're not giving anything away. You work very hard behind the scenes with Ben and Lee, tactically all the way through camp. I know you always have done that so professionally. But what sort of performance are you expecting from yourself on Saturday? You say it's not about becoming the second youngest, it's about beating Filip Hrgovic. What would be the perfect performance?
A perfect performance, obviously, go a couple rounds and then finish the job.
It's more of the same. It's what you've been doing.
Exactly. Same script, different story.
You believe that you'll get him hurt early, you'll get him into traps, and you've got the ruthless and predatory finish to get him out of there.
What do you think, Adam?
I'm asking you. It's not about what I think.
Me standing here in front of a camera, or in front of a microphone and saying what I'm gonna do, it doesn't mean much. It means Saturday night. That's the most important thing. Like, I'm not trying to engage in any back and forth, nothing, because my eye is solely on the target. So,
Filip, you've heard what Moses has got to say. Perfect performance is winning within 2 rounds. That makes him even quicker than AJ. That's 33 rounds, I think that will be, or 34 rounds before 34 to become a world heavyweight champion. You've had hundreds of rounds as an amateur and a pro. Do you think it ends quickly for you, like your manager says, within 3 rounds?
Sorry, guys, I don't understand that British accent so well. I didn't understand you anything. What he said, he's gonna knock me out in 2 rounds?
Yes.
We'll see, man. No one ever knocked me out any time in my life. I had like so many fights, amateurs, professional, WSB. No one ever knocked me out, so only I was stopped against Dubois because of the cuts, and I was in terrible shape because of sickness, and no one ever knocked me out. So if people say, you know, he's next Muhammad Ali, we'll see, man. I hope so. I'm not next Cleveland Williams or, you know, Ernie Terrell. I hope so. You know, we'll see what's gonna happen. But no one ever knocked me out. So I don't know if he's so good. We'll see.
We will see. But I want to ask you simply, what happens on Saturday?
Like he said like a few months ago, give me some props, man. I came here to London on his territory. I'm a big underdog in eyes of everyone. The kid who's everyone was avoiding, I came here on his territory. I'm fighting him. And give me some props, man. I'm not afraid of anyone. Whole my career, I never avoided anyone, and I come here for fight, you know. And against all odds, I'm believing in myself. And after so many wars in the ring, in the gym, after 20 years in boxing, from little country, Croatia, I'm here in the middle of the London fighting the next, how they say, next Mike Tyson. So give me some props, man.
We all give you props, we all respect you, and we all can't wait for Saturday night. Are you going to give us one final prediction, Filip?
I'll smash the kid, man.
I think that's the way to end this. We'll have the two of them facing off in a moment. Please join us Saturday night live on DAZN at a packed-out O2, Queensberry presenting. I just want to say as well, all our thoughts are with both Raven Chapman and Lee Reeves as they continue their recoveries. Everybody at DAZN at Queensberry and all of British and Irish boxing are right behind you. Moses Itauma and Filip Hrgovic face-to-face Saturday night. A terrific card as well, including Sam Noakes, Dennis Berencek, Christian Ursu and Ben Vaughan and others. Thomas, it's going to be a thriller.
Let's now have the fighters face off. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event Saturday, live, worldwide, exclusively on DAZN. Brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry. It's 12 rounds scheduled for the vacant IBF Heavyweight Championship of the World. Filip El Animal Hrgovic versus Moses Itauma. History will be made this Saturday. Adam, back to you.
Look how wet I am. Look how
Thanks very much. Thank you for coming. See you for the weigh-in tomorrow at Spitalfields Market.
I'm so scared.
Itauma and Hrgovic. Saturday night, O2.
Well, it promises to be another unforgettable night at the O2 Arena, and here's a reminder of what is coming your way on the main card this Saturday night. We begin at 7 p.m. with Guido Vinello versus Moses Jolly. Christian Ursu and Ben Vaughan battle it out for the British and Commonwealth welterweight titles. The WBO Global Heavyweight belt is the prize for Nelson Heiser faces Thomas Namo. Our chief support is a cracker as Sam Noakes and Dennis Berencek go head-to-head for the vacant WBO International Lightweight strap. Then it's the big one. History in the making as Moses Itauma takes on Filip Hrgovic with the vacant IBF World Heavyweight title the prize. Ahead of that, though, we still have the weigh-in, so make sure you join us live from Spitalfields Market tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. It's also open to the public if you fancy being part of the action and part of history. Until tomorrow, it's goodbye.
Every era has a name. A new dawn. A new generation. With power comes glory. The weight of expectation. The weight of promise, the weight of greatness. A generational talent to eclipse boxing's greats. Moses Itauma. Witness history live on DAZN, Saturday Fight Night.
Saturday Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
For a while, my world felt small. And my reality was virtual. But then I joined the Navy, and everything changed. My world felt bigger, full of possibilities. Now I have real experiences with real mates, and together we make a real difference. I was born in Paisley, but I was made in the Royal Navy.
Looking for love? You deserve a better laptop, like this Asus ZenBook A16 Copilot Plus PC. Powered by a Snapdragon X2 Elite processor with amazing battery that lasts up to 21 hours. So, what do you say?
Yes! 1,000 times yes! Find laptop love again. Get the new Asus ZenBook A16 from just $65.26 a month at Currys.
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q. Kramer for three. Got it! Unbelievable! Puts it up and in.
Five teams racing to become champions of the water.
This is the future of racing.
They are going to collide, surely. He's flying. What a race we've got here.
Ronaldo.
Oh, genius! Van Persie with an absolute stunner. Yeah! Oh my word!
Rosso per Zidane.
Another absolute screamer, and still Lamine! Genius from Lamine Yamal.
Harry Kane!
One of the most exhilarating down-to-the-wire championship fights we have seen.
The world's greatest drivers gather.
Oh, right on the door handles.
What a spectacle! Let's go, man! Kick on the way! There is nothing like the Super Bowl. Let's make history! This is sensational! The genius of modern boxing! Kramer for three. Got it! Unbelievable! Puts it up and in.
Five teams racing to become champions of the water.
This is the future of racing.
They are going to collide, surely. He's flying. What a race we've got here.
Ronaldo.
Oh, genius! Van Persie with an absolute stunner. Yeah! Oh my word!
Rosso per Zidane.
absolute screamer. And still Lamine. Genius from Lamine Yamal.
Harry Kane!
One of the most exhilarating down-to-the-wire championship fights we have seen.
The world's greatest drivers gather.
Oh, right on the door handles.
What a spectacle! Kick on the way! There is nothing like the Super Bowl. Let's make history! This is sensational! The genius of modern boxing! Kramer for three. Got it! Unbelievable! Puts it up and in.
Five teams racing to become champions of the water.
This is the future of racing.
They are going to collide, surely. These flying. What a race we've got here.
Ronaldo.
With an absolute stunner. Oh my word!
Rosso per Zidane.
Speed, but there it is. Henrik David of beauty. He's in. Scores!
Taste Thompson scores!
Another absolute screamer. And still Lamine. Genius from Lamine Yamal.
Harry Kane!
One of the most exhilarating down-to-the-wire championship fights we have seen.
The world's greatest drivers gather.
Oh, right on the door handles.
What a spectacle! Kick on the way! There is nothing like the Super Bowl. Let's make history! This is sensational! The genius of modern boxing! Kramer for three. Got it! Unbelievable! Puts it up and in.
Five teams racing to become champions of the water.
This is the future of racing.
They are going to collide, surely. These flying. What a race we've got here.
Ronaldo.
With an absolute stunner. Oh my word!
Rosso per Zidane.
Speed, but there it is. Henrik David of beauty. He's in. Scores!
Taste Thompson scores!
Another screamer, and still Lamine! Genius from Lamine Yamal.
Harry Kane!
One of the most exhilarating, down-to-the-wire championship fights we have seen.
The world's greatest drivers gather.
Oh, right on the door handles.
What a spectacle! Let's go, man! Kick on the way! There is nothing like the Super Bowl. Let's make history! This is sensational! The genius of modern boxing! Kramer for three. Got it! Unbelievable! Puts it up and in.
Five teams racing to become champions of the water.
This is the future of racing.
They are going to collide, surely. These flying. What a race we've got here.
Ronaldo.
With an absolute stunner. Yeah! Oh my word!
Rosso per Zidane.
Another absolute screamer, and still Lamine! Genius from Lamine Yamal.
Harry Kane!
One of the most exhilarating, down-to-the-wire championship fights we have seen.
The world's greatest drivers